All right, good morning everybody and welcome back to Applegate Farm. It is I, ClayDoh, the host for today's episode, and yada 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 yada. We have some things on our to-do list and they all depend on what kind of luck we have today. So let's pull up the to-do list depending on if we have bad luck. So if we have a bad luck today, I intend to clean the rest of the farm because I really only cleaned these spots that we were going to be using for planting seeds and growing stuff, but there's still a lot of stuff left on the farm that I could clean up. The next thing I want to do is collect 200 wood to continue to build up our wood collection because that keg shed took a big toll on how much wood we had in total. And finally, let's grab the final mastery. I think we might even do that if we have good luck today as well. I mean, I think having trinkets is going to be very beneficial, especially for our Skull Caverns run, but we'll see how that goes. But that is what we're going to be doing if we have bad luck today, so we can move that to-do list out of the way and bring in the to-do list for if we have good luck. So if we have better luck than we did yesterday, I intend to try again and try to reach level 100 in the Skull Caverns. Don't eat or drink anything and mine at least 20 iridium. So I received a comment yesterday telling me that I basically got the date wrong and it's not Thursdays that the trader sells jade for staircases, it's Sunday. So my strategy is completely moot that I had. So we're going to be going ladderless basically down the Skull Caverns to level 100. So we really need good luck to make it down there, but we'll see how that goes. I think I should still be able to do it. I mean, I could craft a crap ton of ladders using the rock I have collected, but I don't want to if I don't need to. So that's kind of the thing we're dealing with here, but we'll see what happens. I think it's still possible that we can do it, but yeah, we'll just see how that goes on that front. But those are the to-do lists that we'll have depending on what kind of luck we have, so we can move the good luck to-do list out of the way and bring in today's daily question. So since we're unlocking the final mastery today, we will be unlocking trinkets. So my question will be related to that. So with that being said, here's my question. If you've used them, which trinket is your favorite? I don't have all of them off the top of my head, but I think my favorite one has got to be the frog trinket, because it's a little frog and it occasionally does eat enemies and, you know, kills them in one hit basically if it eats it. But I mean, it's a frog. You have a little frog hopping around with you, which is awesome. But let me know what your favorite trinket is in the comment section below. But with all of that yapping out of the way, let's get into today's video. All right. And boy, do I have some stories for y'all today, let me tell you. So it's going to be windy and sunny, and our fortune today is neutral. So we're going to be doing the cleaning the farm and stuff today because I want to at least have good luck or higher if we're going to be going to the Skull Caverns. So that is our plan. We're going with the bad luck to-do list today. All right, so let me talk to the wife. Move that out of the way. Hello, Leah. Good morning, ClayDoh. I made us some coffee. My morning just wouldn't be complete without a hot cup of coffee. So true. So very, very true. All right, let me say good morning to my son. Good morning, son. All right. One more thing before we head out. Let's check the kegs. I don't remember when I put those in, so I'm just going to check those daily. All right. Now then. Why is there no music? Surely there will be some kind of music going on, right? All right, there we go. It's kicked in now. Morning, bud. And we do have these guys, so I have a story to share with you guys today. It's a fun one, trust me. So recently, one of our neighbors had accused another one of our neighbors of running over one of their sprinklers for their sprinkler system, and they got super mad about it. Or our new neighbors did. The old neighbors were like, no, we didn't do that, but the new neighbor was quite upset, basically. And they were just saying like, well, you can't, you know, park in front of our house or whatever, or run over and damage our property. Even though our neighbors were saying, we didn't do that. And I believe them, they didn't do that. They're nice people, they're awesome. But anyway, later that night, I was taking one of the dogs out, or I think it was my mom who first saw it, but like, the neighbors had posted a bunch of 50-gallon barrels in front of like their on the side of their house where, you know, cars could park or whatever, basically blocking all traffic from being able to park there to prevent their sprinkler system from being run over, which, I mean, sure, but you can't do that. And within the next day, I think they already got complaints by people in the neighborhood. I think the police were called on them or something. And they had to remove those within a day of putting them up. So they had 6 50-gallon barrels filled to the brim with water. So already that's a waste of 300 gallons of water. So I can't even begin to imagine what their water bill looks like. Like that must suck. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yikes. That is a yikes. Anyway, with all of that little mini story out of the way, we got our seeds done in the seed maker right now. Okay, there we go. We have 14 ancient fruit seeds, which means we have 7 left over. So the beginning of the seeds that we be planting on Ginger Island has begun. That is big. That is super big. All right, so first things first. Okay, we don't have anything to put in there. Regular bait goes in there. And the ancient fruit seeds I have will go in there. And this guy, I need to craft into an ancient seed. There we go, because that counts for completion. You have to use that to craft ancient fruit seeds. So I'm lucky I found a second one as quickly as I did, but usually it doesn't work like that. But yeah, that's my little story that I had for y'all to enjoy. There was another thing that I did. Wasn't really anything neighbor related. Oop, we got a little sapling to cut down there. Okay, perfect. So as you all might be aware, I've become something of a coffee drinker in the past like year or so. I'll say year. In the past year, I've become a bigger coffee drinker than I've been in years prior, but recently, so the coffee place that I prefer is 7 Brew. Great place. Love their coffee. I had recently gotten a couple of their free drink tickets. Mostly because I often grab coffee for coworkers or whatever because I'm like, I have the ability to do that while you guys are stuck inside the building working. And they pay for it. You know, I do it, they pay for the drinks and I benefit from it because I get all the points from it. That's why I'm okay with doing it. I get all the points for all the drinks, but I'll do that. And I was telling the people at 7 Brew one time that like, well, I would usually like get this specific drink for this coworker, and they would always confuse it with something that's like close to it, but not. Like the name is very similar to what it would be. And I said that, and when I get up to the counter where they're giving out the drinks, they gave me the drink that was incorrect, and I'm like, oh, I was just telling you guys about this. There's the wrong drink. And they apologized about it. They got it switched out. And they're like, here's just a couple free drink tickets because we feel bad about messing up the order after you literally just said, this is what happens. Which I was fine with because I'm like, oh, sweet. I didn't pay. These aren't my drinks. I'm basically not paying for these. This is perfect. This works out for me quite nicely. So I benefited from basically nothing, you know? It's kind of great, but I used one of those tickets today. Well, I meant to grab wood in here. Or at least, I think it's just 3... Where is it? Do I not have any? Oh, wait, they're in the miscellaneous chest. Yeah, I knew I had extras, but I basically got a couple free drinks because of their little blunder. And I used one today, so I got their German chocolate coffee. I got it in a large. Usually I don't get the large drinks because I'm like, the proportions usually aren't correct and it kind of tastes not as good because I think it like the coffee taste is a little stronger when it's like when they do the German chocolate or any kind of coffee in like a large form compared to like a medium or whatever. So I usually just don't get the medium drinks. I'll usually just get the large. Or I'll usually get the large. Wow. I'll usually get the medium and not the large. I don't know why I'm fumbling over my words. I'm tired today, by the way. I may be talking and a whole bunch of all this energeticness coming radiating off of me. Not so. I'm very tired today. Oh, I don't have enough rock. Give me one moment. There we go. There we go. Anyway, usually, you know, I'll get the medium over the large because I think the proportions just are better with the medium. And this time I was like, you know what? I'll get the large and I'll add a couple things to it. So I got the German chocolate as a large, but I added some extra chocolate, some caramel to it, which normally I'll put caramel if I'm getting like a macchiato or something like that. Usually it's just an iced. I usually don't put it in a hot drink, but I don't regret it today. I put that in there and I said like, give it like 1.5 times sweetness. So like you can, when you're getting a drink at 7 Brew, you can add sweetener to it or whatever. I don't have many responsibilities, so I spend my time thinking. You have to understand your thoughts before you can control them. So true, Linus. Anyway, usually I'll add sweetness to like the ice drinks. Don't really worry about it with the hot drinks, but today, again, don't regret my decision. It was worth it, especially like in the large drink when, like I mentioned, the proportions aren't typically correct. I think it was the right decision to make it taste better, and it did. It did so well. Like, oh, it was such a good drink. Getting the large, basically doing the stuff I did to it, made it taste really good. Whoever made my drink today at 7 Brew absolutely cooked. Like, shout out to the 7 Brew crew. They know what they're doing over there. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it's kind of crazy how wildly the drinks can taste differently from each other when you're ordering the same thing. So, for example, this past few months I've been getting the ice drinks, and I kind of stick to the same drink. I'll just get like a here's my ice drink order. I'll get a medium funnel cake macchiato with, you know, extra caramel, 2 times sweet, because I'm got a big sweet tooth. I'll be completely open to that. So I'll usually get that with light ice as well, because I feel like it takes me a while. That was silly. It takes me a while to drink the drinks, so I don't like having too much ice in there to water it all down. So I like getting light ice. So I'm not obligated to like, I have to drink this all in like 10 minutes or whatever. Otherwise all the ice is gonna melt and it's gonna taste like garbage. No, not so. But I'll get it like that. And the quality of it will vary wildly depending on who makes it. You know, sometimes I'll be like, oh, this tastes a lot more bitter than it normally does. Or this one tastes super sweet. Or sometimes I'll get it with the extra caramel. Usually it's like, you know, an extra little bit of caramel at the bottom. Sometimes when I would get it with that extra caramel, holy cow, it's like an inch of caramel at the bottom of the drink. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Look, I know I said extra caramel, but holy crap, man. I'm not trying to go into a sugar coma. I'm just trying to stay awake here. But I mean, I won't complain because, like, it's good. I like it. But man, that is a lot of caramel for one person. But speaking of, like, sweetness and stuff, I had also used my other free drink a few days back. And I tried, because they had a shake there that looked really interesting. I think it was the pumpkin roll shake. I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. So I got the pumpkin roll shake. I wanted to try that out, see what it was, you know, see what it's all about, basically. I ordered that. I didn't add any sweetness or anything. I just got it straight up. Just the regular pumpkin roll shake. I got that. I took like maybe 3 sips of it. Like I said, I have a sweet tooth, but holy crap, man, that thing was sweet. Like super sweet. I was not expecting it to be that sweet. It took me back. Like holy crap. I didn't recoil in how sweet it was, but it was an experience. I drink maybe half of that shake before I'm just like, I can't. In good health, I cannot drink the rest of this shake without like feeling terrible about myself. All right, anyway, let me resume the story in a moment. We have our final mastery to complete, the combat mastery. So with it, we'll be getting the anvil, which allows me to reforge trinkets, randomizing their stats. Cost 3 iridium bars per use. I don't think I've ever used the anvil in my perfection save because I've like never really had a need to switch up my trinkets or whatever. So maybe we could try that in this save just to see what it does. The next thing is the mini forge, which allows me to use basically a forge from home instead of having to go to the volcano, which is super cool. And we get trinkets. So with that being said, let's claim it, shall we? Boom. Oh, you feel Grandpa's hand patting your shoulder. That's so cool. Oh man, dude, just listening to the song just makes me super excited for the Stardew concert on the 18th, which as of this video being uploaded, it'll be October 8th, 10 days away. I am so excited, man. I will be recording some kind of video for it. It'll probably be like one of those IRL vlogs or something. It won't be more than like 5 minutes or whatever. I'll just be like kind of going over, like preparing for it. Probably not a video of me driving over there because that's unsafe, but recording like a couple moments of the symphony, maybe like looking at the merch table or whatever, meeting people, seeing my friends or whatever. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be so good. It's literally going to be peak, man. One of the things that is there for the merchandise is a music box that plays Grandpa's theme, which I will absolutely be getting because that's one of the best themes in the game. It's such a cute little theme. I love it. It's so good. It's just so good. But now, with that being done, we have all the masteries, and now we can get trinkets. So that is another step forward for hopefully being able to better prepare myself for the Skull Caverns. But it's still going to be a tough ride in the Skull Caverns. Going 100 levels without eating or drinking, that is tough. All right, so one thing I want to do really quick, just real quick, I want to like clean all this up. So I'm going to remove all this path here so we can finally move those fish tanks over and get a third one going perhaps. All right, so let's do this actually. So 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4, and then we'll put the, I guess I'll have to, shoot. Do I have room in my inventory to put like everything, including the chest in there? I hope so. I don't think there's too much in this chest. Yeah, no, we have room for it. Good. All right, so let's chop this guy and bring him over. Bring it over. Because I plan to just put fences there with probably a post or 2 entrances right there and then just a line along there to have like this whole area reserved for the animals. All right, so let's give it the... See, I don't know, like... I think this color, we'll rock with this color for a little while. I think this fits better. All right, so let's put all this back in the chest where it belongs. Organize that. There we go. Okay. So for the rest of the time, at least with the energy I have, I should be able to remove these paths. Should be able to. We'll see. Yeah, I should totally be able to do that. I think tomorrow, what I plan to do is maybe get a third pond going. Because I don't think Robin's doing like the workout day or whatever. So that shouldn't be an issue. So get that going. Probably put a legend 2 in this pond. And I'm really, this is one thing I'm scared about. The crimson fish that I have in there obviously has an animal cracker. I'm really hoping the animal cracker effect is still there when I inevitably switch it out to put in a legend 2. Like, I don't know if it will. That's the scary thing. I really don't know. But there we go. All of the path is gone. Awesome. And then hopefully there should be enough room in there to put 4 of these guys in there with a line, at least a line like that spaced out between them where it makes a plus there. Hopefully there should be room for that. I don't see why there wouldn't be, but well, I've done some miscalculations in the past, so it is entirely possible. All right, but let's put all of this away just like that. You guys go in here. And boy, I'm really running low on fiber. I think the next batch of trees that I plant, I'm probably just gonna have to let them grow naturally just while I build up my reserves of fiber. Because I think what I'm gonna, I mean, we already have like a huge amount of wood backed up already now. Oh, nice. But yeah, we'll have to see how that works. You know what I can do right now? Where are they? Let me grab one of you and you. Because obviously I can clearly move the ponds and not remove the I almost said golden walnut, the golden animal cracker effect. So let's throw this guy in here and give him that. Perfect. All right, and the water will change color tomorrow as well, so that'll be exciting. But tomorrow, we're absolutely going to Well, I mean, it depends on luck, but tomorrow we'll probably build another fish pond if we have bad luck. And we'll go from there, I guess. But good night, Leah. Good night, Rascal, wherever you are. Good night, Calvin. Good night, Trout on the wall. All right, let's check our to-do list. So we did clean the farm, so that's good. We collected almost 1,000 wood, so that blows 200 wood out of the water. And we did do the final mastery. So that is a perfect 3 out of 3 day complete. So far, we're 2 out of 3 on fall days with 3 out of 3 days. So not bad. Not bad at all. We will take that. Hopefully within the next couple days, we'll have some good luck. Otherwise, I think we're just going to have to probably bite the bullet on the Quee quest that we picked, but I'm really hoping that's not the case. So we'll see how it works. I think what we'll have to strategize is if we have a good luck day, I'm going to have to eat the magic rock candy, because I know I can eat things before I go into the skull caverns. So I can use effects like that before, but not while I'm in the skull caverns. Let me just check this to be sure. So if I go here, can I eat while there? So yes, before I go in there, I can eat something. So that's going to be the plan going for the skull caverns. If we have a good luck day, I'm taking the magic rock candy. We're going to need all the luck we can get to get down as deep as possible. So that's going to be the plan, but that's it. So let's check our... No, I don't think I did sell anything today. Did I? Okay, so yeah, that is it for today's episode. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff, especially hit that subscribe button down below. If you've made it all the way to this end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider thinking about it. I make more videos like this. I have some other videos that I do. The Fields of Mystria series is the thing I'm doing. I plan to have a video for my 10-year YouTube anniversary, which is coming up super soon, by the way. Be excited for that. I won't reveal the date just yet, but it's coming close. And speaking of close, we're close to 600 subscribers. Last I checked, I'm at 575 subscribers. If you had told me before I started this series when I was at 377 subs that I'm like 23 away from 400, I'd be like, that's super far away. But now, 25 subs, I'm close. I'm close to 600. So maybe we can see if we can get there within the coming few months or whatever. So we're close to 600. Press that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. But anyway, that is it for today's video. That is it for me. I will be back tomorrow with some more Stardew Valley content. Bye. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Interesting. A strange sound was heard in the night. All right, we'll leave it at that. Bye.